Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to Adventures in Metaphysics. And I received a very exciting package yesterday. So, as I'm sure if you have watched my videos, as you all know, the Prairie Majesty Oracle is one of my favorite decks of all time, if not favorite Oracle deck. But I also have the Grandmother's Oracle created by Kara Simons, who is the creator of the Prairie Majesty Oracle, which is also another one of my absolute favorite Oracle decks. It's one I use when I need comforting or just advice. It's a really good advice deck, I find. But those were two of my very first Oracle decks, and they just are never leaving my life. They're my absolute favorites. So I've been a longtime fan of Kara Simons, all that to say, and she was so kind and asked if she could send along to me a prototype of her new Oracle deck coming out, which is almost like a redo of her original Grandmother's Oracle, the Song of the Grandmothers. I've been following along the journey of this oracle since she started posting about it, and finding out that the artist who is going to illustrate the deck is Mari in the Sky, who created the Gentle Tarot. I just about lost my mind. I use the Prairie Majesty Oracle with the Gentle Tarot all of the time, so it just felt like the perfect mixing of these two worlds. Anyways, the deck came in yesterday, and I still can't even believe it's real that she offered to kind of send this to get my thoughts on it, I suppose. I just love every single thing she does. So I feel like this is mostly gonna be a bit of a fangirl video, but rightfully so, because everything she does is so thoughtful and well written. She's just a very well-spoken person, and it shows in her writing. So today I will be showing you a flip through of this beautiful deck, which I keep looking down because I'm holding it in my hands. Look at these backs. Oh, I can't. So anyways, this is a prototype deck, so let me read to you the little info that was given on it of things that aren't going to be exactly the same. This is coming to Kickstarter July 22nd of this year, so next month, the end of next month. And so, since this is a prototype, not everything is going to be exactly the same as the quality you'll get if you back the Kickstarter. So, the final version will have nicer cardstock, which this feels like nice cardstock to me, so I'm so excited to see that final version. Matte UV finish, detailed full color guidebook, which if you've seen the indie guidebook for Prairie Majesty, it's got the colored sides and it's fantastic. 2-part box and blank cards. So what I really enjoy about the Grandmother's deck, which actually I should bring out the old one, or her first version, not to call it old by any means, but I didn't actually see it in this version, but I might have just missed it. But it comes with blank cards, so you can create your own grandmothers if that's something you'd like to do. I haven't gone ahead and done that with mine yet, but I've really been thinking about it recently, especially since doing a mod on my Antique Anatomy, which I will be showing soon. But if you follow me on Instagram, which I will have linked down below, you can see some pictures there. I followed along Dawn Michelle from Boho Tarot. Her mod, I did the same thing. So it was like gluing pictures on and adding to the cards. And so now that I feel more confident doing that, I've really been considering making my own grandmothers in that original version I have. But that is a feature that will be included in Song of the Grandmothers as well. And I just think that is so cool to get to personalize your deck in that way and get the cards to do that. So I don't know if it says how many. I don't think it says how many, but I have a good few that came in that original version. So, the grandmothers include plants, trees, elements, and creatures. They gather in 6 color-coded categories, which is self-love, harmony, growth, possibility, service, destruction. And those are denoted, noted? I don't know, one of those, by the colors on the cards, which I'm assuming is how the guidebook is going to be colored as well, which is really exciting. Each card features the grandmother's theme word and a haiku essence that represents her verse in the eternal song. I'm just so excited about this. That grandmother's oracle is so special to me. So to be able to get a first peek at this one is just making my whole life. So I'm gonna quit rambling and we're gonna get into the cards because I feel like I'm building suspense by accident. So let's turn around the camera and do that. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. Please ignore the cat foot in the camera. Okay, there we go. So these are our beautiful card backs, which we've got this honeycomb pattern with all these colors. Oh, I can't with these colors. So beautiful. Again, I'm not gonna really talk about cardstock or anything, although this feels really nice to me, but it'll be different cardstock in the final version. So I'm not going to talk too much on that, or really at all, I suppose. So let's just get right into these cards. Grandmother and Amethyst, enoughness. And as you can see, we have this small haiku at the bottom. So, child, you are beloved, a gem prized by all your worth, immeasurable. I won't read through all of these, but I will try and pause on them so you can read them. But each of these has this little haiku as well as a full guidebook entry, which theirs are really substantial. I think what we're going to do as well is once we've gone through these cards, I'm going to shuffle and pull one and read to you from the sample guidebook we were given, so that you can get a taste for that as well. Grandmother Butterfly, Transformation. Grandmother Lavender, Homeostasis. Grandmother Peppermint, Reset. Grandmother Prickly Pear Cactus, Individuality. Oh, I guess I should say too, this deck has 66 cards, which is definitely added onto from the first Grandmother's Oracle, and I love seeing the cards from that original, but the additions are so wonderful. And, I mean, 66 cards makes a really substantial Oracle deck, which I'm excited about. Primrose, Self-Trust. Grandmother Rose, Unconditional Love. Rosemary, Source. Grandmother Shadow, Awareness. Oh, I love that card. Grandmother Sunflower, Nourishment. Zebra, Confidence. That's a new one. I love that. I'm just going to bring this up so that if you want to pause and read that haiku, you can. Grandmother Brook, Humor. This is one of my favorites from the first Grandmothers. I just think it's such an interesting take on how you'd look at a stream or brook. Seeing it as humor, I just love it. Grandmother Elephant, Community. Emperor Penguin, Movement. Grandmother Firefly, Celebration. Oh my gosh, words today. I love this card though. I love fireflies. I really do. Grandmother Hermit Crab, Sanctuary. Another one of my favorites. Ugh, I love this one. Grandmother Hummingbird, joy. Grandmother Iris, connection. Oh, with this rainbow, how good is that? Grandmother Linden, frequency. Grandmother Moon, unity. Grandmother Pear, timing. Grandmother Tortoise, I can't say this word. Equanimity? Equanimity. Oh my gosh, it's like from Finding Nemo when he's trying to say anemone. Anemone. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this close so you can read it. Equanimity. That's a hard one to say. I totally see what it means. I just personally can't say it, which is 100% a me problem. Grandmother Bear, permission. Oh, it's so good. Look at that bear too. Oh, so cute. Grandmother Bumblebee, completion. Lapis Lazuli, truth. Jasper, shield. This might be my favorite new card. I love Jasper to begin with, so seeing it come up in this deck was so exciting. Grandmother Oak, strength. This one might be my favorite card. This is in the last deck too, and it's my favorite in that one. Grandmother Orca, power. Grandmother Rain, acceptance. Grandmother Spiral, wisdom. I've had a lot of this plant coming up in my cards recently, which is so interesting. Grandmother Violet, introspection. How pretty is that picture? Ooh, are we focusing? There we go. Weeping Willow, release. Grandmother Wolf, healer. Black Panther, passion. Grandmother Bluebell, hope. Grandmother Ocean, freedom. Pearl, viewpoint. Oh, that is so good. I love that keyword for pearl. That's so interesting. Grandmother Prairie, exploration. How, look at this picture. Oh my gosh. Grandmother Raven, unknown. Oh, another good card. This was in the last deck as well, and it's just, it's so good. It's so good. Grandmother Salmon, determination. I really like that, because salmon swim upstream. That has got to take determination. Grandmother Spider, creativity. I love seeing spiders that way. So cool. Grandmother Squash Blossom, abundance. I have some squash blossoms right now. My zucchini plant is starting to get some flowers, which is so exciting. They're such pretty flowers. I have some pumpkin growing too. So it's gonna be a good Halloween this year. Grandmother Star, magic. How, oh, that one gives me chills. How to cast a spell, Dream, believe, imagine, ask. Open the pathways. I mean, so good, so good. I'm just gonna keep yelling that. I am sorry. Grandmother time, surrender. I got this card the other day from the other oracle. Grandmother orange, cheer. I mean, this picture looks happy. Grandmother gorilla, empathy. Grandmother horse, volunteer. Grandmother humpback whale, impact. Majestic tune-up, your vibration travels far when you sing love's song. Oh, that's so pretty. Grandmother octopus, legacy. Grandmother ostrich, honesty. Grandmother poppy, lineage. This card makes me think of, oh shoot. Catomancy Tarot, because she always says that she loves a good poppy in a deck, which always makes me smile when I hear that, because it's something I never would have, like, noticed, but I feel like they do show up in a lot of decks. Grandmother redwood, storyteller. Grandmother swan, silence. Grandmother turkey, hindsight. I love that. There are wild turkeys here in Connecticut, and I had never seen them growing up on Long Island, and what a trip to be driving down the road one day and see turkeys. Grandmother walrus, mission. Grandmother crocodile, death. Make peace with endings, inevitable for all, walking beside us. Grandmother dandelion, detoxification, neat. Grandmother desert, exposure. Grandmother earthquake, friction. Grandmother iguana, separation. Do iguanas, can they grow back their tails? Is that one of those reptiles that can grow back their tails? That would be so neat. I don't know much about iguanas. Grandmother lightning, burst. I love this card. Look at this art. So pretty. Grandmother mushroom, decay. I was so excited to see this one. I love when there's mushrooms in decks, especially when they're kind of posed in this way, you know, with death and decay. I think it's so neat. Grandmother shark, ache. Pain is a teacher. None of us excused from class. Greet the lesson. Stay. So good. Grandmother stingray, surprise. Grandmother tornado, uprising. Volcano, change. This is our last card. Look at that. Oh, that is so good. I'm so excited about this deck. Oh my gosh. I mean, the cards are gorgeous. Amazing keywords as always, and I love that we get this little haiku. It almost makes it so that if you're someone that likes to kind of take an oracle out and use it in readings without really having to use the guidebook, you can. Okay, so now that we've taken a look at all the cards, I think we should shuffle and pull one, and then I'll read to you from the full guidebook preview we also got. I don't know. I don't have any complaints about this prototype cardstock. It feels really nice. So if the final version is going to be even nicer, I can only imagine. It's so fun shuffling these colors. Okay. Oh, exciting! Okay, so we have Grandmother Shadow here, which maybe I should get the shadows off of my video recording, but yeah, let's scoot around. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. We've got some bright sun coming in. Okay, so this is pink, so we're in the self-love section. Okay. What number? That is 9. Okay, so Grandmother's Shadow, awareness. Flooded with sunlight, tulips appear to smile up at us. Behind them, shadows dance on the grass, yet the tulips are unafraid. Grandmother Shadow is their friend, one who creates shapes worthy of notice and attention without ever infringing on the tulips' exercise of autonomy. Grandmother Shadow reminds us not to relinquish our power or let anyone else define our lovability, not even her. There's more to be read, but wow! Does that feel applicable? Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Anyways. In childhood, shadows frighten us until we learn they're simply blocked light, nothing more. In a metaphysical sense, shadows are a gateway for growth because they show us which parts of ourselves feel hidden and cut off. Next time you see yours, release any knee-jerk reaction of fear, guilt, self-reproach, shame, or judgment. Their appearance is an invitation of awareness. It's time to visit Grandmother Shadow and let her hold space for you. Picture your body and your mind filled with light. Can you see any blocks preventing the light from flooding your whole being? Maybe it's a strong pent-up emotion, a part of yourself that feels threatened, a perceived weakness, or the memory of something you regret. See these blocks for what they are. Give them voice and allow them to speak to you through journaling, prayer, a conversation with a trusted friend. Being kind to yourself is a catalyst for dissolving the block so the light can flow freely again. Every single part of you is included and beloved. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed that first look walkthrough of the Song of the Grandmother's Oracle, created by Kara Simons and illustrated by Maritza Rice Aparicio Tovar. I am so glad that I have her full name here because I always, I have her Instagram handle always stuck in my head, but I'm glad that I have her name to say now. But I am so excited and just so grateful again to be a small part of this Oracle deck coming out, which will be on Kickstarter July 22nd of this year, so just about a month from now, which is so exciting. So if you enjoyed seeing this deck, definitely jump on that. Kara's oracles have just been so incredibly impactful for me with sort of fitting tarot and just cartomancy in general, I suppose you could say, into my world, and I've just learned a lot from her writing and her cards, and so I am so over the moon about being able to get this first look and share that all with you because, again, her oracles have just been so important to me. But all that being said, I will stop gushing now. And I hope hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week.